Yes, 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 yes. Man, what is going on? What is going on? My name is Gerald Peters. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my home here in New Orleans in the French Quarter. I believe, now listen to this, anybody, regardless of age, race, sex, or regardless of your current financial situation, if you do the right thing in a certain way, anybody can become financially independent in the next 5 to 7 years. Hey, maybe in the next 7 to 9, we can get you rich. Allergies are kicking in today. Listen up, man. I hope you have a Coinbase account. It's all I've ever promoted, recommended, or posted since I've been involved in crypto for the last 4 or 5 years. I don't know if you noticed that Bitcoin has done big things since I've been recommending it. I recommend it today. If you're not buying Bitcoin, you're being dumb. You are truly, truly walking past an opportunity, and you're letting ignorance or whatever you want to call it, you're letting that interfere. Stop what you're doing this weekend. Make a decision on that if you haven't. If you have, why do I like Coinbase? I'm going to show you today. Listen, one of the stocks we own is Circle. Circle makes USDT, stable coin. Now, what is a stable coin, you might ask? What's a stable coin? Stable coin, for financial professionals, stable coins represent an important development in the evolution of money. They combine the efficiency of digital assets with the stability required for corporate payments, liquidity management, and cross-border transactions.
Stablecoins. Welcome back to the Binance Studios. It's time for another explainer. Well, a stablecoin is a type of cryptocurrency designed to do one thing: stay stable. Most are pegged one-to-one to real-world currency, usually the US dollar. So one stablecoin equals $1. It doesn't go up or down like Bitcoin or many other crypto assets. It's designed to stay put. That's the whole idea. So why would you want that? Because when you want to use crypto to send money, to buy something, or even to hold value, you don't always want price swings or volatility. Stablecoins are like the digital version of cash, but faster, more flexible, and available 24/7. They're often how people enter into the crypto world and how they exit when they want to cash out. You deposit your local currency, then convert it into a stablecoin. While your funds are held in stablecoins, their value stays steady, pegged to real-world currency. That gives you a stable place to start. From there, you can choose when to enter the market and to trade into other crypto assets when you're ready. The most trusted stablecoins in the world are USDT and USDC, with the latter being the most regulated stablecoin in the world. And in total transparency, the stablecoin Binance has an exclusive partnership with. USDC is issued by Circle, a US-based company that very recently was listed on the New York Stock Exchange. That's a huge deal. It means more transparency, more...
All right. Like she just said, USDT created by a company called Circle. Circle is a brand new IPO. If you look up here on the whiteboard, you're going to see Circle. Circle's a growth company. It's in my growth section up here. Okay. Prior to that, let's say you owned it, and because it wasn't trading, if you owned it privately, I'd put it in speculation. But let's say when it IPO'd, it wasn't 20 billion or 30 billion. They were doing something else. It probably would have went down on the speculation box. But because Circle is holding US dollars and pegging it, we put it up in the growth. It's a multi-billion-dollar asset. So we got transparency. This is why I like USDT. That's why I own shares in Circle. That's why I own shares in Coin, which is Coinbase. And this video, man, is about Coinbase. Now, here's the thing about Coinbase now. You can buy stocks. You can now buy stocks on Coinbase. I bought some shares of SoFi today to test it out. Have you tested it out? Or are you too fucking busy? Are you too fucking busy to try it? Well, maybe when you get time. Now, here's the other thing about Coinbase. You can park your Bitcoin there. You own it. You want to move it to this file. You want to move it to a hardware wallet. You want to move it to your Coinbase account. or a Cash App account? Yeah, you can put in Cash App. Look, that's what this is. This here, it's a hard wallet, man. You can put billions. You can put $1 trillion. You can put all the crypto in the world on this, I believe. Yeah, of course you can. Now, the thing about Coinbase is it's open all the time. We can trade, day trade, swing trade, or position trade Bitcoin 24/7 every fucking day. You just turn on Coinbase, pull up your charts on stock charts that I also recommend, and boom, you're trading. You can practice. That means you can practice. Guess what it means? You can fucking practice on Saturday for an hour. You can buy perpetual contracts. You might say, well, Jared, I don't know how to do that. Read. So it's one of the 10 pillars of success is what? Never stop learning. Download the Coinbase app. Boom, I got a link down there. Yeah, they might throw me a little something, but fuck, man, I need to eat too. Starving to death here waiting on you guys to catch up with me. All right, so we all need to understand stable coins. We need to understand Circle. I'm buying shares of Circle right now because Bitcoin got bitch slapped. So when Bitcoin comes down, so does Coin. So does Strategy. So does who? So does CLSK, our Bitcoin miner. So does the WGMI, what? Bitcoin ETF for Bitcoin miners. What else? Circle, CRC, Coin, right? So those are our main ones. We could throw in secondary, Tesla, maybe Meta, some other people that own some crypto. There's a bunch of them. I only need about 5% of my net worth, maybe 10 at the most, exposed to Bitcoin. I'm not all in on Bitcoin, baby. 10% of my net worth, I want to keep in Bitcoin. And if I make a bunch of money in it, I don't mind keeping more money in it, okay? But I got the other 90% working too. I like collecting my dividends. I like collecting my rents. I like my royalties, my interest payments. I like all that shit, man. And I like Bitcoin. Now listen, you can borrow against your Bitcoin. You can create savings. You can now earn dividends off Bitcoin. You can earn dividends off Bitcoin. You know how to do that, right? If you don't know how to do it, send me $49. I was sitting in the damn seminar I did 2 years ago where I said 5 ways to make money with Bitcoin. And that was when Bitcoin was trading at about 20-something thousand. And then it ran to 120-something thousand. But you might have been too fucking busy to come to the $47 seminar that showed you how to 5x your money and make lifetime dividends. So now we're collecting shit tons of dividends just because of Bitcoin. Do you know how to do that? You know how to borrow against your Bitcoin? You know how to never fucking pay taxes on it? Man, what are you waiting on? Come on, man, what you waiting on? What are you waiting on? All right, it says NOLA breaks record with 1 million king cakes sold in 2026 already and still counting. It's Mardi Gras season, hence the nails, hence the beads and all this stuff. We're fixing to go party right now here in a little while. But I needed to tell you guys about Circle. I needed to tell you about stable coins, and I needed to tell you about Bitcoin and borrowing against it and getting dividends against it. And I needed to tell you about Coinbase's new feature for buying stocks on Coinbase. That's what I needed to tell you. Man, that was a lot more than I was thinking. But check this out. Watch this here on Coinbase. Boom. Let's see how easy it is. Let's go to the bank. Boom, boom. All right. So this one's in my, let's see. This is one of our account right now. So on this one, oh man, we're down a couple hundred on the day here. Every month, they're constantly giving away free Bitcoin. I never won one though. All right. So right now in this account, I have $14,980 in crypto. I keep most of mine on hardware wallets. I keep it off the exchange or in another wallet. Derivatives, I'm down $68 right now day trading Bitcoin. I bought 1 share of SoFi to test out the new stock features. So check this out. Click it. You see all the stocks here, explore stocks. There you go. You can use your crypto profits. You could use Bitcoin. You could just use money, right? Now, let's see. Oh, does your bank account do this? No. Oh, guess what? Watch this. Let's turn on advanced. All right. Now we're in advanced. Look down here at portfolio. Right. So we got $700 and something I could put to work tonight in these derivatives if I wanted to. So I just took a bunch out. I got 3 BTC perpetual contracts on right now. I'm down $43 in those. Fixing to start trading. We got some Bitcoin Cash. Look, my Bitcoin Cash is more than my Bitcoin. But also, watch this. We can check up here. You can come down. Shows you how much you're making in your staking. You can get 16% staking, 16% with some of these coins. So yeah, it's worth risking a little money, I think. You can get guaranteed 3.5% from Circle on their USDT. So your cash you store in here is making that. And you can move that in and out anytime, buying Bitcoin, doing whatever. I can lend money and earn 3.7. So people put up their Bitcoin as collateral, and then they can take that money and go do whatever. So I could borrow money against my Bitcoin and go put it in my second income stream and then borrow 4x against that. Woo! Credit card. Earn up to 4% back in BTC, and watch this. $61 in free Bitcoin, guys. It's dropped down now. It's 2.5, huh? Look at that. Crazy. What else we got? Debit card. Right there. You can use it. You don't even need credit if you're against credit, man. You know, if you're against credit, look at that. There's your card. I got a physical one in my wallet. You can manage the card. So far, I've earned $70 in interest on it. Right? Or I can just come up here and click and buy Bitcoin. I don't know how to buy Bitcoin, Jared. I don't know. It looks so hard and difficult. Let's see how hard it is. Click that. And then click over here. Click trade. Yeah. Oh, that's putting on a trade. So looks like I should close them out with them coming down. But this is how hard it is to buy Bitcoin. Let me get off of the advanced and get down to the simple. Get down on it. Bitcoin's at 68,000. In this count, I got 5,580. Let's see. Here, let's buy $20 worth. Let's buy crypto. Let's do $20. All right, we're doing that for my checking. Hit the button. Buying $20 of Bitcoin. Buy now. Order submitted. Boom. Boom. And now let's see. There you go. Boom. Bought Bitcoin. Now, be honest. If you don't own Bitcoin, that was pretty goddamn simple. Click, 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 click. I don't know, Gerald. It seems so complicated. It's not that complicated, man. Take some risk. Take some chances. You got to get at least $10,000 in fucking Bitcoin, man. And then just leave it. Whatever, if you don't want to fuck with it anymore. You got to get at least 50 to 100,000 in your second income stream. That's going to create a perpetual, lifelong passive income stream. And then you got to start putting money in these IRAs and SEP IRAs if you can, so that you can have some money growing tax-free. I don't give a fuck about the retirement system. You don't need an IRA, SEP IRA, 401k-B, 401. You don't need any of that to retire. You need money. What you need is a stream of constant income, okay? The 401k and the IRA, all that bullshit was made up by the government recently. I don't know if you know this. We've been around longer than that. All right? Rich people don't have these things. That's for the fucking working class. We're trying to break out of the working class. Right? We want to be the blue-collar millionaire. And so you got to start doing things in a certain way. First, honor thyself. Get your damn reputation in line. That means your credit score. You're in the MFG, you should be able to borrow 100 G's just because you want it. No explanation given. Go in the bank, fill it out, and they're like, boom, got the credit, boom, let's go. And if you can't rock like that, come on, man. Chump, maybe. Chump! Let's rock like that. Come on, man, let me help you. Let's get you out of debt. Let's increase your passive income. Let's maximize what you're making at your job. Put that in some sheltered things. Let's get you, educate yourself. I'm going to show you what to read and what to watch. We're going to get you mentoring, man. We're going to get you on a way of life. We're going to get you to turn your life around, because I believe that anybody can do this. Anybody, regardless of age, race, sex, or your current financial situation, anybody can get wealthy in America. So today we talked about Circle. We talked about Coinbase. We mentioned Michael Saylor. Fuck, he's on here.
Layer one is the property settlement layer, and we're going to do 350,000 transactions or less a day. 100 million transactions a year is the bandwidth on the layer one. And it would be an ideal layer one to move $1 billion from point A to point B with massive security. The role of the layer one is two things. One thing is I want to move a large sum of money through space.
All right, that transaction you just saw me do, that's layer one. From bank to brokerage wallet, then I could take it off of there, and that you'll see what that's about. That gets into other layers.
With security, I can move any amount of Bitcoin in a matter of minutes for dollars on layer one. The second important feature of the layer one is I need the money to last forever, right? I need the money indestructible, immortal. So the bigger trick is not to move $1 billion from here to Tokyo. The big trick is to move $1 billion from here to the year 2140. And that's what we want to solve with layer one. And the best real metaphor in New York City would be the granite or the schist. What you want is a city block of bedrock. And how long has it been there? Like millions of years it's been there. And how fast do you want it to move? You don't. In fact, the single thing that's most important is that it not deflect. If it deflects a foot in 100 years, it's too much. If it deflects an inch in 100 years, you might not want that. So the layer one of Bitcoin is a foundation upon which you put weight. How much weight can you put on it? You put 1 trillion, 10 trillion, 100 trillion, a quadrillion. How much weight's on the bedrock in Manhattan, right? Think about 100-story buildings. So the real key there is the foundational asset needs to be there at all. So the fact that you can create $100 trillion layer one that would stand for 100 years, that is the revolutionary breakthrough, first time. And the fact that it's ethical, right? It's ethical and it's common property, global, permissionless. Extremely unlikely that would happen. People tried 50 times before and they all...
Hear what he just said? Hear what he just said? Listen to that again. How powerful this is.
And the fact that it's ethical, right? It's ethical. And it's common property.
Common.
Global, permissionless.
Permissionless.
Extremely unlikely that would happen. People...
Ethical. Permissionless.
Tried 50 times before and they all failed. They tried 15,000 times after and they've all generally failed. 98% have failed and a couple have been less successful. But for the most part, that's an extraordinary thing. Now,
just really quickly pause just to define.
So what Michael, look at my hair, man. What Michael's describing there is the foundation, like he said, that basic one, what we call layer one. It's the code in which Bitcoin is written on. It's the blockchain in which Bitcoin is based on. It's the foundation before we can build up the building, okay? And it's got everything we need, man, but it needs to move slow, kind of. You know, we can't have the foundation moving around having a lot of... So the foundation is kind of set, you know? And the layers you're going to see add, like Lightning. I was going to send some money right now from one account to the other. I'm going to use Lightning. Lightning will send it instantly. You pay a little fee. If you send it through the blockchain, not the Lightning chain, if you send it through the blockchain, it could take 15, 16 minutes and it'll cost more money. And so these layers that have been layered on Bitcoin improve Bitcoin. Companies like Circle and Coin's coming in at what? This is layer one. Well, Circle's going to come in doing layer 1, 2, and 3, you know. And Coinbase does too. They're doing other layers. My point is this is a vibrant, futuristic technology. It's how we're going to do business in the future, man. Come on. You don't have Coinbase. Get on it, baby.
Bitcoin is sound money. It's the technically superior asset class compared to the dollar, the euro, the peso, the bolivar, compared to a stock index, compared to gold, compared to silver, compared to everything you can conceivably buy. It is technically, thermodynamically superior as an asset. So when you say things like that to me, and maybe you just do it just to see what I'll say back, I just imagine you preaching to me in Argentina while you're asking me if I'm going to sell the dollars and buy pesos back again as the peso sleeps from 20 to the dollar to 40 to the dollar to 80 to the dollar. Or if we're in, Venezuela. I mean, you think of Venezuelan company is going to, like, quote unquote, take some money off the table by selling their U.S. stocks and their U.S. dollars to buy back into local currencies? Or then, you know, in Zimbabwe, you think they would take money off the table, right? Like, the point is, if you have the superior asset, it's going up forever, Laura.
Check the chart, had a heart attack. Yeah, we climbed so far from where we started at. Tell me, where were you when BD hit 100 racks? We kept the faith, ran the race, now we run it back. Woke up, check the chart, had a heart attack. Yeah, we climbed so far from where we started at. Tell me, where were you when BD hit 100 racks? We kept the faith, ran the race, now we run it back. 100 racks, 100 bands, 100 million sat facts. Hold it in my hands. Yeah, they used to laugh at us, now they wanna dance. They never bought any before, but now they want a chance. TV news reports going to the moon. A year ago, that very station told you it was doomed. I was telling everyone about it, they never heard me though. Now I'm checking my folio, getting vertigo. Woke up, checked the chart, had a heart